won by the Bucks.
Ed, the reason why this could be the year of the fear of the deer, last season they only had 2 players that shot over 33% from the three-point line. Now you add the Michael Jordan of Delaware and Dante DiVincenzo and also Pat Connaughton. Those are the floor spacers you need.
And Jay, don't forget Ersan Ilyasova. Talk to the people in San Antonio. Talk to Brett Brown and the Sixers at the end of last year. With his length and his ability to space the floor, that's a great addition for the Bucks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you mentioned him. Well, at some point, he's going to be a consistently great three-point shooter. When that time comes, look out. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm. Good. You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Ibaka. Leonard. Lowry. Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Scores from the post.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
To Ibaka, Danny Green. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Jay, it seems every year Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a mega leap. Now he's entering his 6th NBA season.
And Brook Lopez is on the record, the new acquisition for the Bucks, saying that Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference. That is saying something when you have Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard. Let's not forget that a couple years ago, we were talking about Kawhi Leonard being the 2nd best player in the game, yet alone the Eastern Conference.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Leonard to Lowry. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Giannis in control of the basketball. 5-point game. That pass taken away by Toronto. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Ibaka. Shot from the lane won't go. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Leonard. It's Middleton with the rebound. Bledsoe at the basketball. They trail by 7. To Antetokounmpo. From the painted area, won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Ibaka. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Giannis with it up top. 9-point margin. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Ibaka to Leonard. Has a chance. Leonard shot. Won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run to Lopez. That pass taken away by Toronto. To Van Vliet. Ibaka. To Leonard. Throws it up. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Gets it in the right corner. Brogdon to Bledsoe. That'll get out off the Raptors. It stays with Milwaukee. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Brogdon. To Bledsoe. 4-3. Not that time. Brook Lopez. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Fred Van Vliet to Valanciunas. Can't connect from inside.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team up by 7. To Leonard.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen. Let's cut.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Malcolm Brogdon at the line for a chance at a 3-point percent from the line. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Leonard to Van Vliet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bucks basketball. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. They lose a Game 7 at Boston. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but last year was a disappointment for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, they finished 6th in the Eastern Conference. And last year, when you play against the Celtics, a team that does not have 2 of its star players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, the Bucks should have won that. But it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
To Brogdon. Valanciunas with the denial.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Brogdon. To DiVincenzo. From long range. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that 3. Lowry with it. It's an 8-point lead. Short jumper off the mark. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 14, Danny Green.
Antetokounmpo to Brogdon. Here's Lopez, down low. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Antetokounmpo to Brogdon. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Giannis reminds me of Kevin Durant, and obviously their relationship has evolved even to the point where publicly KD gave him advice, and that was to play for himself. You think about the similarities, KD playing at OKC before he left for a bigger market in Golden State could be similar to the fate that of Giannis. But Giannis is a guy born of Nigerian parents, from Greece, loves small market towns, has a crack in his cell phone, likes to push a shopping cart down the aisle like anybody else. But it doesn't matter because the lights can shine bright for wherever Giannis decides to play.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi.
Well, in order to do the latter, one would think that if you win with Kawhi now, you can keep Kawhi, but I don't believe that to happen. I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To Brogdon. Middleton. Missed a wide-open look. Leonard. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Middleton. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry to Leonard.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Lowry to Valanciunas. And the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Curling inside. The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Valanciunas. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. So possession remains with Toronto. Danny Green. To Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lowry, 24-second violation. Off a killer step back.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent, but the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Raptors in front.
The Raptors have a comfortable lead after halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Bucks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Steals.
The Milwaukee Bucks are trailing so far, handling. The ball security needs to improve if they want to stay competitive in this matchup. The problem started early, and it didn't improve in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top play section all to himself. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
For Masai Ujiri, it's all about outlook because perspective is everything. And pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're Ujiri, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Even hiring old staff members of the San Antonio Spurs who are very good friends with Kawhi Leonard and Jeremy Castleberry over to the staff to try to get him around. Yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Middleton. Bledsoe to Middleton. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up 6. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Pulls up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Middleton. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Jumper's good.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Won't go. Brogdon to Lopez. Can't connect. Leonard to Lowry. Knocked loose. Ibaka to Lowry. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lowry, a trip to the line coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second of 3, no good. Made 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer, roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis and the team. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. The team ultimately loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
Leonard to Ibaka. Shot from in close, no good. Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys down by 9. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Kawhi Leonard. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Bledsoe with it up top. To Antetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good. Leonard to Ibaka. Nothing going here on that drive. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down 11. To Lopez. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
New blood coming in for both sides. Leonard. To Ibaka. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. The Bucks at the controls. Scores from the post.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, emphatic slam. Long heave from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Raptors have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Fred VanVleet. DiVincenzo to Antetokounmpo. Valanciunas with the rebound. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet. That'll get out off the Raptors. Giannis with it up top. His team down 9. Not that time. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Antetokounmpo. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Fred VanVleet. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Knocked loose. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Leonard to VanVleet. Short jumper won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Has a look. He connects with the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Bledsoe with the basketball, trailing by 11. Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either. To Leonard. Deep 2 there, won't go. Bledsoe with it up top, down 11. That'll get out off the Raptors. It'll stay with the Bucks. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Raptors, number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Antetokounmpo.
Watch the pick on your right.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Whoa, what a finish.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Curling inside. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 10.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge, and what he is. They need to start finding some answers in the 6, and quick.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Serge Ibaka stepping out and draining the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball. Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas. Into the game for the Bucks. Number 9,
Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
So Lowry. To Ibaka. Fires the 3. Always tough against this guy. Serge Ibaka. Good closeout. Still hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Knocked loose. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Bucks put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.